knowledge through disintegration. Tears appear to serve no function. Bones are surprisingly inflexible. And the skeletal quite peculiar. Thank you for your contribution.
What's up, chat? Yo! Dude, when I don't stream one day, I feel like I've gone for a month. I feel like I'm coming back from like a crazy place. What is up, everybody? How are you doing, chat? What is up, everyone? What is up? Hello. Whew. Frozen Heart IRL? Oh, hell yeah. I survived. I survived the treacherous Iceland, the icy lakes, the hikes, the wolves. We survived it all, and we're back. We're back to streaming. What is up, everyone? How you guys doing? Not actual Iceland, but yeah. What is up, everyone? How you guys doing? Yo, Cooks and Lemonish. Patrick Psycho. Wonder who that is. Hello, guys. What is up? Old school from 7. BB Macro player. Choda, Trobin, Oscar. Why are you looking at my username? That's why. Hello, Full Bundler. What's up, Asterion? Blockers Part 2. Hello, everyone. Big guy. We're back, and I was gone for like one day, and a lot of cool things happened already. A lot of cool things happened. What is up? So yeah, as I said, if I come back, that means I've survived, which is good. That's a good sign. I had very nice break of like for 1.5 days. Yesterday I spent out a day in the country, like or like hiking, ice lake, you know. Whoa! Hi, Lord of Volnir Part 2, 112. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back to the High Council.
I wish Azzapp would just tie me in bed and disintegrate my full body through the use of X-ray, like the character Vel'Koz of the League of Legends video game online. Artsas.
Huh? What the fuck is bro on about? Anyway, welcome back, dude. Okay. Nice to be back. So yeah, we went out for like some mountain climbing, checked out some very nice food in like this real cool mountain restaurant. Had a lot of meat. Today, earlier, we went to my dad's, helped him a little bit with like clipping the branches, sewing some stuff off. You know, like it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I had a nice break from like technology and computers for a day and a half. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm in shape. It's very awesome. It's great to be back. We're back and we're gonna play Hwei. There's a lot of things that happened while I was gone. There's a lot of things we gotta check out and do, okay? Do Genius Hunter cooldown work the Dark Harvest cooldown? I don't think so, but when we're running that, we're running item haste anyway. I tried Hwei for first time yesterday. Is Hwei easier than people make it out? Yes. He's very, very nasty, for sure. He can definitely do a lot of things very simply, and a lot of people don't understand how good he actually is.
Losing your grip.
My man touched grass. I'm so proud of him.
I always touch.
She'll do the same.
I always touch the grass. It's just that sometimes I get so looked into this work that I just do 10-12 hours per day and I don't do anything else. And it provides for some very good sequences of building up the community and channel, and hard work pays off. But eventually you want to take a step back and just, you know, experience stuff. So yeah, Doxy, man, thanks 35, really fucking, or 44, 35 in a row, appreciate it, man. Whew, I play two big games over the hardest I find is do a specific cooldown reaction. Yeah, generally. But yeah, there's some cool ideas. Yo, man, so proud of you. Pause as I gotta enjoy you, my man. Can we talk about tanks like Tom Kench going 0-4 in lane still doing their job well? I mean, what do you want me to say there? Like, Kench is annoying in 0-4? Okay, yeah. Like, what is the... Okay. Hello, Kronos. What's up, buddy? Feels like you have some personal vendetta against Tom Kench. I love this solo, man. This solo is so good. Think Hwei is good even with little... Yes. Counters gets easily? Yes, but he's too good. We were talking about Akali being OP, but if she goes 0-4, she's useless. I mean, it depends on the game, but okay. I don't know what, again, what you're asking me to do. Like, what are you asking me to do here? Like, what am I supposed to do? I cannot mention one champion weird interaction that makes no sense without prefixing with 160 other champs in order for my argument to hold weight. Is that what's happening? Is this again the one argument, like, if you do one charity, why are you not doing all charities in the world, you know? Like, you're a hypocrite.
I'm going to Vietnam today as a Pazza Pepega.
Wait, really? N6? Thanks 44, man. Appreciate it, Prime. Welcome back. Really? Why are you doing that? That sounds so cool. Thank you. We got the scam train level 2. Man, it's good to be back. Good to be back. Yo, Az, do you have any advice on too nervous start playing ranked? I'm an unranked Kane top main. I feel too much pressure when I solo queue. I've been there. I can. I mean, short of having some sort of weird chemical defect in your body. I'm sure everyone's been there. Some more nervous than others. I specifically remember the moment when I got nervous, and I wasn't nervous when I started playing the game because there was no expectations when I started playing the game. Everyone was shit, so I played and I was shit as well. You know, you guessed it right. But then after, once I actually learned the game, I learned that there are stakes, because then you actually know the game. You're no longer just grinding it to play with friends and for fun. You're grinding to be better, and that places some expectations on you and pressure. So when I learned the game, how to play it correctly, I skyrocketed in LP, essentially from like bronze to platinum, which is older platinum, season 2 or pre-season 3, and that's like 1750 elo, you know, in the older terms. But essentially, I remember as soon as I hit platinum, 1750 elo, I got petrified. I was afraid. I was petrified, but I survived. Anyway, I basically was afraid to play games because I felt like I didn't belong. I had the imposter syndrome. Like, I climbed so fast. I was playing versus bronzies earlier. How am I gonna play against platinum players who are like nearly pro, which was my perception at the time? And I was like, how am I gonna play here? Like, I'm gonna queue up and I'm gonna get my ass kicked. You know, I was so afraid to play. And yeah, it turns out, and I played only one game per day because I wanted to be maximally focused on one game per day, and then eventually you just realize it ain't shit, and you eventually just realize you let yourself go. You're like, these guys are just human, you know? They make mistakes. I can play this, and then you become more and more confident about yourself, and just have ego a little. Yeah, I mean, partially that's the answer. Not too much, obviously, because you want to be self-critical. But essentially, like, you're gonna let yourself go a little bit eventually and just relax and go with the flow. So I just recommend, like, dipping your toe in, playing a few games until you realize it ain't that bad, you know? It ain't that bad. What role do you think is the best to play autofill? I'm playing autofill games. What role do you think is the best? Probably mid lane. Mid lane has a pretty... I think mid laners generally have a more well-rounded kit, especially if you played multiple style mid laners. Like, supports will always lack in wave management and farming and fighting somebody during the wave farming, right? Those are always obvious weaknesses. Junglers do not understand, generally speaking, the ebb and flow of the lanes, like the poke. These are just like, you know... Top laners tend to be too aggressive because top lane kind of rewards you for going super aggressively and a bit more flippy. So if you put top lane on AD carry, he's just gonna all in all the time, generally speaking, and throw games. Like, everyone has a bunch of these weaknesses. I mean, mids obviously do have weaknesses as well, but I think less than others. I think they have more well-rounded kit, at least like the old school mage slash assassin mid players, because you have to be able to play like always Orianna, Azir, then a little bit more Ahri, and then you have to know how to play Zed and Fizz back in the day, you know. Love your content, bro. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's overall humans. We all make mistakes until you can't hear anything in the game over the missing spam ping. That's just going to high school, growing up, you know. You realize some people are cunts. Some people are actually flaming you for real accurate reasons. But they're being cunts about it. Some people are absolutely delusional and they're flaming you about it. And they're scapegoating. And then you have to fend off. You have to defend yourself. You have to understand at what times, ideally you have to figure out at what times you were in the wrong, at what times they were in the wrong. And develop a confident personality off of it. That's just growing up, you know. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to go through it, but I believe in you. I believe in you. So, cool things happened. Hwei was picked by Caps yesterday. I watched that. He was popping off on it. I'm so happy. Now people are going to actually understand. Because I played, the day before, I played with Caps in solo queue. And he was laning versus Nemesis. That was on this account. And he yoinked my Hwei. And I was curious to see how Caps is going to play. And he didn't play that well. But I'm guessing he was like advised by coaching staff to learn Hwei because they were planning to pick it up because he's very, very good. And yeah, he brought it. He really brought it in the competitive game. And he finally shows to the people, wider audience, how actually good the character can be. So yeah. Oh, in the competitive game, he did amazingly. I think we might even watch it later on. He's such a cool character. He scales really well in competitive, and I think this is gonna open up gates, the floodgates of more people, you know, coming in. I think we're gonna watch that. I also have been sent an LS clip. We're gonna watch that after the first game. Do you think loyal players have poor camera control? Yes. Undoubtedly, yes. Didn't figure that out first? Not necessarily first. Your camera control scales with the game knowledge. And the more you play. So it's not like, oh, I have to learn camera control before I want to queue up and play the game. You're never going to learn if you don't play. Because you don't know where to place the camera if you haven't already missed something on the camera and actually revise the situation and be like, wait, why didn't I know this was happening? Because I'm telling you, this is gonna be like, when I'm coaching, about 50% of mistakes will be attributed to somebody not seeing something. Like, I'll coach gold, platinum, master, diamond, whatever. And about 50% of mistakes will be, well, we didn't make the right decision. But, given that we had only this amount of intel, that decision made sense in the first place. So, your original decision was a mistake, but it was made with incomplete data, which makes it a terrible decision in the long term. So, you have to be able to absorb everything. And then people are going to be like, oh, wait, there was a fight there? There was an invade happening? Oh, there's this happening? You know, oh, enemies have prio here? And a lot of these things that just slip through the cracks and people are either not focused or like don't have the habit to look at it. But you need to be aware of everybody at all times, you know, where they are and where they're going to be in the next 1 minute. Like, you really, at least 30 seconds. You really have to focus on that. Lamau, I play perma-locked. I'm being Emerald. I'm an FPS player, not mobile player. Yeah, but the camera control is just... Like, that's why when you watch pro players play, the camera control is just baffling. It's like, that's the whole meme of Faker pressing F keys, you know, all the time. Because he's so consistent in his gameplay only because he's able to absorb all of the information given to him. He doesn't even need his team to communicate stuff to him because he's going to control everything. He's going to know which lanes have prio, which lanes are getting pushed in, which lanes are gankable, which aren't, where the most fight is most likely going to erupt, specifically because he's observing the map and looking through, cycling through lanes. That's just how it is. One more thing, I think you need to know how much damage can every champ deal at every level. I mean, generally speaking, you'll have good guesses. They will be wrong, especially patch to patch. Then they're gonna need to get updated. That's attained only by spamming games. Like, just spamming a bunch of games. There's no crash course, studying, whatever. Spam a billion games and you'll be updated with that. Make map bigger and look at it. I mean, that's one of the solutions, but that's also kind of like a band-aid. Making a map bigger and to look at it is just a band-aid because the thing you need to learn is actually how the lanes operate. What is the dynamic in specific lanes? Who's going to be pushing Ven and who's more likely to push Ven? I'm a not dynamic map player. I don't know if you observe that when you watch my games, when you watch me play. I play usually control characters and I don't cycle with my map too much. I really don't. I don't cycle too much with my camera, but I absorb information specifically through the minimap and using shortcuts in my brain because I know which matchups are supposed to go which way. And just looking at HP of my teammates and summoners, I can kind of deduce what is going on. So I tend to use these shortcuts. I don't know what's happening. I don't care really. I'm just here to play. Good afternoon, Tilly. Good to see you, man. Hey, Max. On that team with camera control, are there any tips you have to learn to play with unlocked camera? Unlock it. There's no... If you're perma-locked and you're not used to it, that's because you just don't play unlocked. Like, They develop a safety net, which is like spacebar or F1, whichever one you to recenter, but then like you gotta take the leap. You just gotta unlock it and play it unlocked. You're gonna suck horribly for the next 2-3 games. On the fourth, your brain's gonna rewire so quickly you will realize how the fuck did I ever perform with low camera. Like that's it. LEC mids were historically always the best mids, so I would believe that they're cooking. Let them cook, Tilly. Hey, I'll be up with your shorts, but YouTube I never managed to catch stream. Hey, Spazo, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome, buddy. Yep, Hwei is really good right now. What's your AD option for mid lane? No idea. I don't remember what I played last time. I don't know what I did last time. Okay, we're playing with Zezima. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna try to get GM right now. If Vayne is strong, there's something wrong with AD carry role. That's actually true, yeah. That's straight up true. Vayne should always just get destroyed. RuneScape reference, yeah. People know. It's not the real guy. I remember meeting a guy called Zezima in solo queue, and I asked him straight up, are you the RuneScape guy? He wasn't. I think it was just like a fan. So, I doubt this guy's, especially after the name changes. But yeah, Zezima is a legendary name. He was the #1 RuneScape player for a really long time.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Really? He moved from there? See, wait, Caps, yeah. I saw it. I saw it. We're gonna watch it later, I think. I thought it was doing really well. It was doing like a airy thing for really extended fights. Extended fights, high impact, spam abilities. It was very, very cool. Sona really strong. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. There's also Vanguard coming to League is a good thing to have a rootkit running on your PC 24/7. I mean, it's a give and take, right? Like, if the game is working perfectly alright, I'd be 100% against it. But I have mixed feelings now, because there's tons of drop hackers, scripters, and the game is just plagued with all of this. It completely invalidates the solo queue experience. How much cheating there actually is, so at the end of the day, my feelings are mixed, but if it's gonna bring peace to solo queue, it's probably worth it. Yeah, that's a big conspiracy theory. Riot allowed the drop hackers. You can even go one step deeper, right? Like, Riot created the drop hack tool and then sent it to 4chan so that they could like create a global government. You know, like it can go deeper. It can definitely go deeper with that one. But usually with these things that people speculate on, the answer is the most boring. Scripting is a big business. Boosting is a big business. All of these extra tools operate that help improve finances for people, easier money. So Riot is just trying to combat that. Okay, I'm gonna have to ignore chat a little bit. We gotta focus up on this game, guys. I haven't played in 36 hours League of Legends. Okay. Oh, damn, I missed it. Like when Azir is meta, I have such mixed feelings. Like I really enjoy when Azir is meta is because people tend to like play more correctly and they copy competitive. But on the other hand, I really fucking hate it because when Azir is meta, he's such a disgusting laner to deal with. I have to respect that. If I don't without TP, like my lane gets completely dead. Passive is gonna clear that. Okay, he's out of mana. Zack is top. Okay, Zizima. I don't know, he interrupted me and he set me up for a better recall. I don't understand why he did that. It wasn't a conscious effort, really. It was just like, I can and I will do it. He literally set me up for a better recall. Because I'm less ahead now than I was on that one, like in terms of time. And I have to be ahead because I'm not running TP and he is. I feel like Graves? Yeah, he's pretty good. I played and I pulled it off, and I'm not a Graves player, so I think he's good. Boom, missed only one minion without TP. Nice. Okay, so much for strong bot.
An enemy has been slain.
There's gonna be a shift of focus towards bottom side, so let me clear this. Ward deep for Zack, because he's gonna probably look to punish my lack of flash. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, Ocean's not bad. We'll take that. TF hasn't died. Ah, he caught me. Okay, good. Kinda expected it, but it's very, very difficult to do anything there. Not much we can do. Very awkward recall. Yeah, let's get that. That's alright. Should have played a bit safer, I guess. My mouse is getting stuck somewhere. I can't fix it. You got 51% win rate away? Nice. Good shit, man. Okay, the Zack is very proactive, but now we're getting Nocturne level 6. He's gonna look for a recall now. Ideally, we deny the recall and try to gank him. Zack is gonna be here. If my guy is watching, we can fight this and win it. I flash in 10 seconds, but... yeah, he's just gonna get a free recall from a weak state. Because my Nocturne is not even close. Okay, still interrupted. Zack is on me again. Unfortunate. Okay, Zack do be bot. Okay. Cosmic Good and Hwei? Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Without empathy.
Very, very dangerous. He's chipping me away slowly, but it's alright. Turn, turn, turn. Turn on this guy. Damn. My bad on that Q. Zac is gonna murder us all. Zac is just gonna murder us all, man. The champ is really strong right now. Emilio had to die somehow.
The most burning questions.
The fuck is Darius doing mid?
Rush at a time. Moving on, revisiting. Left behind.
Okay. I wish I got something there. We just assisted a little bit. It's alright though. What champ should I ban when I play Hwei? I mean, whatever harms you the most. I don't like dealing with Yasuo personally.
I can't name.
But that's more high elo thing. I don't know, maybe like Katarina in lower elo. Zac is too strong. That do be true. But if we can focus him down later on, we might be fine.
No justice. No revenge.
We might be able to deal with him.
At least they'll remember how I make them feel.
Okay, I got my item now. Not much you can do in this matchup except wave clear, really. Because if I'm the one aggressing at him, he beats me. If I try to go EE, he can just dash forward and destroy me. If I try to drop E double, he can go through. If I can bait him, and then maybe he can die to Nocturne.
When others fall to pieces.
I kind of want to get my item, but... He did jump. No, he didn't. Oh, he did the blast cone.
A single one. So red with blood, flame, flowers.
I feel like Zac is here. His gameplay felt weird, or he's looking to recall.
I choose kindness until I have
Damn.
no choice.
I got the recall off. It's very sad. He actually got the recall off. Yeah, bot's gonna get wiped. I should probably recall. This fight is, I think, doomed. Yeah. Okay, I got one. Yeah, that's as good as it gets from a doomed fight. I don't know. My team chose to engage with that. That was very, very terrible. Legit as good as it gets. Yeah. I mean... Wait, where the fuck is my turret? Darius' robe just destroyed my entire tower.
To be valued. No seconds wasted. Time is ripped away too quickly.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, we're losing in pressure so much. Top is really behind. Zach hardcore focusing around here. I can't really do much.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Huh? Okay, not bad.
People are
Not a terrible sequence. We do get stuff. Nice, he's dead.
Shut down.
Big kill.
Shut down.
Damn, dude. How did they boot my team out as two? Oh, they killed... They killed, their top.
life.
Yeah, I need to recall for tempo.
Enough for
Well, we didn't get the Herald.
details later.
Thought we were gonna get the Herald. We picked up some kills. A lot of MR. I think we have a lot of AD. Once they have been solo, we get scale strong. That's true.
Part of the whole picture.
Heater.
No matter where I go,
Yeah, I'm really strong right now. Hey, move. What's up, buddy?
step by step.
My control is good. I'm getting stronger.
Good, evil, aligned worlds.
Okay, this is not appealing.
The side of me I need
Well, okay.
to understand. The side left alone. The side in the dark.
Oh, I didn't have first strike. Fuck me, man. Nice, they thought it was happening, but they fell for it. They sent 3 men here. Oh, we didn't get anything on the top side, though. Wish I could get a blue buff.
He has destroyed a turret.
Life flows in currents. Twisting. Turning.
Let's go! Nice.
You can't weather.
Nice, nice, nice. I need this wave, dude. That's the power of Hwei chase, man. That's what Caps was doing last night a lot, and people were Like, it's very difficult. Like, your positioning is extremely limited against a strong Hwei. If you don't have flash, or even if you do, very often it's just punishing. Oh, please don't die. Oh no, we're gonna lose dragon.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, TF got a solo kill. Ah, my bad. Oh no.
Rush. Master.
Okay, so what? We're just gonna. Damn, dude.
An ally has been slain.
Every mark should have meaning.
Well, now we lose Baron for that. Tries to get a mild steal, and now we lose Baron. Very unfortunate. I do have ult, and I fully intend to use it. Nope, I don't intend to use it. Yeah, good play by them. Fucking misclick on flash, sorry. Yeah. Very unfortunate.
Means revisiting what was left behind.
I'll get this. I still think we should be scaling really well. Like, Sona late game is crazy good. TF. My damage is really good as well. Hey, Mad Cat.
Island of sand.
Going great, brother.
An enemy has been slain.
Take the quiet.
Okay, so we gotta stop them now. I think me not risking game in a stupid play is probably the most correct here. We're waiting for one fight where they just slightly misaligned. And that can be very thorough, you know. Like if Zac engages just one overextend. Because Zac so far has been playing really clean. I just need one overextend by Zac. Like Nocturne just pulled off, right? And then we can punish him. Damn, that hurts.
Emotions are most dangerous when silenced.
What is bro ulting? Okay. It's a pretty good massive slow. Damn, dude. Yeah, just one mistake like that. That's a mistake. But we're opting in for bottom side. No way he's going for this. No fucking way he's going for this shit. could really use some teammates, man. That would be nice. Okay, good fight by yours truly. That was pretty good. Okay. No way. He gets to live with this shutdown again. Nice. Give it to TF. Give it to TF. Never mind. Okay, big. My team is now spiking real hard. Zac no flash. That makes things a lot easier. TF scale level 15.
No use. It bleeds the color from everything it
I heard Azzapp just a few days ago. I totally got wrecked by Vel'Koz. Starts paying Twitch TV as Zapp. Really? That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Yuki-san. Welcome, brother. Are we just giving that up? I guess we are. Can we ward? Can we ward, please? Nope. Wait, he loses 1v1? Damn. Zac is very killable if I can predict him now. Okay, I want to bait him. I want to bait Zac. He's not falling for it though. Well, our strongest late game carry just went on his own and died. We're losing the map again.
exactly what I imagined.
Once again, we're losing the map. As soon as TF Nocturne are able to utilize their combo and like actually threaten something, you know, and get a pick, we should be winning the game, right? Because it's so easy for them to play. Pop double ult, they have no idea where we're appearing, they have no vision, and we just eliminate one.
To be enough for my art to save a single person.
That was, oh my god.
Just myself.
Yeah, that's a long cooldown.
My work seeks answers to the most burning questions.
Ult him! Are we not getting a kill?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Did we lose double in him? No, one.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I misplayed that, but he's dead. As long as I don't die, I think this is the core. We finally do get some objectives, but at a grave cost, because we opened up the base and we lost one inhib.
Shut down.
And now we lose the objectives.
Ally has been slain.
Oh.
Ally has been slain.
So much for the Baron, it's no longer worth it. Of course, he has flash. Oh, that is sad. Playing a control mage when your team is so underwhelming and diffed is very difficult. Very, very difficult. They're just not it. They almost ended the game. There's no flash, has to die. Woo! Okay, gold card. Ba 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 ba.
Out of the ashes, into the fire.
Yeah, we're gonna lose Dragon Soul now. We have to give it. I tried to think build Hwei. I don't think it's worth. Theoretically, I don't think it makes sense. I think it can work. Like, you still wouldn't lose too much damage, and you'd be very unkillable. But I'm not a fan of it.
Until I have no choice.
Okay, what are we doing here? Nothing, I guess.
The surreal makes people admit what's real.
No, they're gonna push mid to end. I'll get elixir. We have to wipe them somehow. Made a crazy combo. Don't let him get in the base. Okay, what a massive fucking combo. GG. Well, first game wasn't that lucky. I think we just got diffed in every roll, really. They're doing a bit better. They had every objective, everything. It took us too long to get any sort of relevance from TF and bot. Happens. Happens. I think we did all right. I don't know what else I could have really done. I guess I could have flipped more. I could have taken more like risky options. But I don't know what was like. I thought mathematically our chance would be higher if I play stable and punish enemies' extends and mistakes. Turns out that wasn't true. Hwei, lookout thing? What is a lookout thing? Hey, Drowsy. I'll check it, I'll check it. Tried semi-tank Hwei, just worse? Yeah, that does make sense. Don't you get Farsight? I prefer yellows. In solo queue, yellows tend to be better. Unless you really don't have a single blue, and usually already carry will go blue. I just want to say thank you for your shorts about the mentality. I let the games queue up. No, I don't FF instantly and play it out. How long we just not trolling? That's nice, man. Good shit. Frenzy Oh! Oh.
I'm new to League. Got
New
about
to League?
200 games in the last month or so.
Okay.
I'm kinda struggling with how the game should be played. I'm trying to tell my team to play 2 lanes with the objective coming up between the lanes. Is that correct? What other strats can I use?
Okay, first of all, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Yeah, welcome to League. You're new in League. You play 200 games. You're still in the process of essentially like absorbing information about different champs, different items, different builds, play styles. I think trying to get your team to focus on certain things is a losing battle at that stage, and it's kind of pointless You only tend to do that around diamond and higher, like when you start playing ranked a lot. I think your focus right now should be like, you should narrow the approach, otherwise you will never be able to progress because you have too many variables, right? So constrain your worldview, look at yourself, and look at your own metrics. Try to be more efficient at farming, try to be not dying and killing enemies more than they killing you, getting tower plates, getting towers. Yeah, focusing on teammates, I think at that stage is just counterproductive. So yeah, pick up like plethora of champs because you're still in the learning period and try to optimize them to the best of your abilities. Try to perform. And keep track of your own like progress. Keep track of your stats and focus to having them improved every next game. I think that's your play. I don't know why my fucking activity feed is dying. But yeah, Puck AD, thank you for the elite donation, you legend. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so they got the. Do we want to watch Cap's Hwei game? Hey, Janusz, what's up? Rank we are 90 LP master, something like that. Okay, when the solo ends, when the guitar solo ends, we're gonna do a little bit of watching. Transmog the main game yet? No, I don't think I will be trying him. I think he's a cool champ, and I think he's even meta right now. He's gonna work. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick him up a little bit. Friendly Goose, what's up, brother? Let me try to fix my fucking mouse cord. Thank you, Friendly Goose, man. Appreciate it. My mouse cord is dying. I don't know why. Okay. First things first. Where is it? I've been sent a clip.
Look at Bwippo, look at
I've been sent this clip.
Bwippo, he's just running in, killing
Oh, what the fuck? I can't even like set this up. What the fuck is with this shit? Where do I put my camera? I have no idea. Okay. That's better. That do be better. Cool. Azzapp mention.
Look at Bwippo, look at Bwippo.
Troby, thank you for a gifted sub.
A tier 1 sub to Drowsy_Shine.
Troby, thank you for a
They have
gifted sub,
given
man. Appreciate it.
197 gift subs in the channel.
Okay, what are we watching? Let's get a bit of context. Thank you, Trobin, for interrupting me, you dumbass. So first of all, it's NALCS. Okay. We got what 200 teams, FlyQuest 3-1, 3 ranks. Okay, cool.
Look at Bwippo, look at Bwippo. He's just running in, killing everybody. He's hitting River now. He's murdering River. He's going after Meech.
Yeah,
this
it's
game
over,
is
it's
over.
over,
They're
it's
gonna
over,
do
it's
Baron.
over.
It's over.
There's no answer to Olaf. They're too far ahead.
Sniper actually had a really good play there, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna be murdered anyways.
R.I.P. Sniper.
Water kill for Olaf, yeah.
If you could FF on stage games, this would be the moment where you FF.
Yeah. Unless you have Azzapp on your team.
He's a good guy. Leave him alone. He plays Vel'Koz.
He
Do you
is
play
a good
Vel'Koz?
guy.
No, you
I
don't.
just think
He's a
the
good
whole
guy.
FF thing
Bastard.
is absolutely absurd.
No, you're absurd. It's true. Okay, listen.
Yeah, well, he's a
Listen. Now, I'm glad like this has become like kind of my thing. It's kind of interesting, but I like it. I don't really mind it, and I'll defend it at any time. And I would love to talk to Ellis about this. It's actually quite an interesting idea. But yeah, like first of all, like for sure, even in competitive, you can't. In competitive, you cannot do that. You literally can't do that, right? You cannot surrender, so it's kind of pointless. But yeah, there's certainly games in competitive where the games are just unwinnable, like because that's just how it is in competitive. Solo queue, I think the solo queue is just not even close to being synergized. And when we talk about the no FF, I know it's like more of a beam, but I just like to explain it just in the case. I think we talked about this on Twitter a little bit. I wrote a very interesting tweet. But the idea being is that for 99.9% of people, it's impossible to know when the game has to be surrendered. That's just it. 99% of 9 games, which is basically like almost all of them, like when you look at the relos. Certain challenger games, certain grandmaster games, you're just gonna come to a point where enemies have all hard scaling champs. You played for early game, you horribly lost, you flipped. Enemies have Ivern with a bunch of hyper carries, they're scaling, they got dragons, you have no win cons. Like, you probably want to surrender, right? There are certainly moments for surrender. I don't advocate for never surrendering, but if you're gonna look from like 2 different extremes, and if we're gonna have over surrendering at these absurd levels, which we do have right now, versus never surrendering, I would always choose the latter, because it's way more healthy for the entire community. And I think it's just going to promote so much better gameplay and better behavior from everybody involved. So when I do that, I'm not saying like you should never surrender and you should like troll your games in shell. Well, not troll. It's kind of weird that even this has become synonymous with trolling to actually like try to play the game. Like, you're hostaging, right? When you try to play a game, that's considered trolling. It's kind of ridiculous. I think we got it all backwards as a community. And yeah, this rotten mentality runs deep, unfortunately. But yeah, I would rather play out games that are lost than FF winnable ones. That's just the honest truth. And I think it's just better. I think it's better for the community. I think it's just a better long-term course of action. And when I do say that, I do like mean that way more like for low elo, because obviously like I'm not preaching to fucking super high. I'm not telling Maggie Felix, yo Maggie Felix, you should play this game out. Yo Nemesis, you should play this game out. You know, even though we're all humans and emotional beings and we can fuck it up sometimes and guess it wrong and still let our ego like deny us making a comeback and stuff. But still, like, anyway, that's the point.
He's a good guy. Leave him alone.
Cast. Oh, this is Solar Buck. I didn't know who's he casting with. That's his voice.
Vel'Koz.
He
Do you
is
play
a good
Vel'Koz?
guy.
No, you
I just
don't.
think
He's a
the
good
whole
guy.
FF thing is absolutely absurd.
Yeah, well, he's a hero of the people.
He's like,
Wow, this is actually really smart, by the way.
That's true.
What?
Hero
Yes,
of the
good.
people.
Varus went mid, Olaf stole a dragon, and they were able to get Baron.
Hero of the people. The champion. But yeah. Yeah, whatever it takes to get a better community, better experience for all involved. Yeah. Bowler sucker. Hero of the village. Local village champion. But yeah, I will defend that stance against anybody. Come at me, I don't care. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, the Caps game. Is that on YouTube? It's probably on YouTube, right? G2 versus... Who the fuck were they playing against last night? Who were they playing against last night? GX? These are highlights. G2 versus GX. There we go. Playoffs, full stream. Cool. Go to Central Channel? No. Lunar Buckup. TSM? True. I like this hostaging thing people talk about. I feel like it's some sort of mythical creature. I feel like it's a siren. You know, it's like a Bigfoot. All the time I hear about this hostage taking thing, but I just don't see it. I legit just don't see it. Like, I don't see people really suffering in these Master, Diamond, GM games. I really don't see people suffering. This is where you'd expect them to suffer. I just don't see people suffering, like, being, like, bullied to play games that, by the way, they accepted to play to its conclusion. I just don't see it. I don't know. Like, I keep hearing about the hostaging. Oh, just wait until you get hostage, Azzapp, you will change your mind. I'm still waiting. I'm literally still waiting for the game to be like this mythically 45-4 in terms of score, and they have level 18 Kassadin versus our level 11 Vhagar, and enemies somehow still haven't ended by 50 minutes, and I'm getting hostage for 50 minutes. Like, that's what I keep hearing about, but it just never happens. It literally never happens. I don't know. It's weird. You're the hostage taker. The game is winnable, man. I don't care. Late response to the donation. Cheers, appreciate the answer, but I'm kind of leaning towards top lane and get a few champs. Okay, but I think they're too difficult. Though playing Garen makes me want to 0-1 IRL. Okay, but I'm trying to think about a bit League as chess. That's good because it will create abstractions and make things a bit easier for you to understand if you look at it in terms of chess pieces. Like moving your piece upwards together to make plays for each other. Been watching a bit of LEC. They're talking about being allowed to make moves, which pique my interest. Okay. Cool. Tadamato, appreciate it, man. Welcome back. Thank you for 47. That's a cool concept you brought up, which is making moves. So basically you can narrow it down to the chess terms actually, and this is one of the most useful things you can learn about League of Legends in terms of chess. Okay, so you got a square board, almost kind of like chess, right? But instead of what, how many pieces you have in chess? 16, right? Instead of 16 pieces, you have 5 pieces essentially, and you only control 1, which makes it a bit interesting. So what tends to happen is you'll have pieces like this. Okay, you have 1. Jungle is 2, mid 3, 4, 5. You have basically 5 pieces. So enemies will also have the same. So here's what happens, right? 3, 2, 4, 5. Right? They're gonna have the different pieces. So thinking about it in chess terms, like you make a move forward, and not like, okay, actually let me start with a different example. Let's say you're a mid laner. Your mid laner is like number 3 chess piece, right? He gets the prio mid, he pushes, okay? So he attempts to play bottom side. He wants to posture. He postures for bottom side playing, right? So what happens there is like you have one guy delayed, which is like half a player. You have one guy who's right there and 2 guys who are right there. So this guy is walking into a death trap. It's basically like a pawn initiating in a trade where they have more pieces covering, right? The red side has 4 pieces covering, so even though this guy, he built up advantage, he buys himself to move, he can move, he has prio. Attacking the bottom side is a mistake because too many pieces are covering the bottom side. His correct play would actually be to play top side, or actually, like theoretically, the most correct play would be the jungler, obviously, to play here, while mid laner using his roam to cover bottom side to actually defend from this play, right? So there's like different variants, but the most interesting thing you can learn from this is actually to think about and count players. Literally just count players. It's such a useful thing that you have no idea. Literally just counting how many players are there and can be there is so powerful. Because if you're diving bot 3v2 and the enemies cannot be there with mid and jungle and top, they cannot be there literally. There's only so much you can fail. Even if you fail, it's minimal losses. But chances are you're going to succeed. But if you're entering the enemy territory and they have like 2 movers who can actually be there and they're covering that area and you go engage, any sort of fail is going to essentially cost you the game. And that's basically going in, trading, you're attacking with your bishop and you miscalculate, he has more pieces covering, and then you end up losing like a -3 trade. It's very easy. Like, obviously there are deeper analogies and the game goes much more complex than chess. Believe it or not, because League is fairly complex game. But I think having these useful abstractions and oversimplifications on top of it can really help you understand core principles of where and when you can actually make a move and attack. Chess is a horrible analogy to FFing. I mean, nobody's even talking about that. I mean, if you want to make chess an analogy for FFing or no FFing, you would have to imagine there's 5 pieces only, and they don't die. They just lose a little bit of value, or the other ones gain a little bit of value, which is, again, the metaphor is already getting too complex. And not only that, but every single piece is controlled by an individual. They don't have like this global structure of a mastermind controlling them. So you basically just, you can literally win off of one guy making a random misplacement 30 minutes onwards. It's that simple. Even without every other like consideration. But yeah, I mean, count to 5. Count to 5. Count players on the map. Okay, so let's find a Hwei game. What is this? Perks. Okay, this is it. So let's see how they drafted it. Okay, so this is muted on YouTube if I'm watching on... Okay, let's do it like this. So YouTube can hear the video. I'm gonna take this one and put it from voice meter input to aux input, and now everyone can hear it.
Was his LeBlanc last week as well, to some good success. That's not going to be available in this game. So things like Ashe are still up and available. Caitlyn, at the beginning of the year, we thought was going to be super high priority, but Varus...
So they did get rid of LeBlanc.
That everyone wants to get their hands on. So what is the priority here for G2? Are they just going to look to lock that in? I was about to say, will it be the Maokai? Because Yike... Bless him, he's often put
You're watching GBL? I haven't in a while. Only when I pick Vel'Koz.
Frontline engage, we know him when he debuted last year as a player that loves to carry. When given resources, he can be a very big carry player. But right now, the expectations in this first game are we want you to provide...
And Rumble Karma are mandatory bans.
But I'm surprised Varus falling away in terms of priority. It really does feel like the strongest...
Yeah, Maokai support pops up in Korea again for some reason, so now everyone copies again.
What do you think the best answer into something like a Varus is? And a lot of them were saying, like, honestly, like, the laning phase can be really difficult. It's you often get outranged. Ezreal is one of the few champions that you can just kind of weather that storm, and you have pretty good scaling later on into the game. So Giant suggesting that they're anticipating a Varus to come out from G2, but also maybe indicating that they don't want to prioritize the Varus themselves. Only a single game from Patrick on the champion this split so far.
Right.
But now they're kind of asking G2.
NASA support.
3 games from Han Summer so far this split. Definitely no stranger to the champ.
I'm seeing the difficult seeing Patrick diverse in champion pool being one of the biggest in the 80 carry position. Means
Yeah, Senna is nasty. Also, Senna has very good synergy with Hwei. Just very good synergy, by the way.
Oh yeah.
You know, we haven't walked
This is all like controlling handling.
Apparently Hwei is as well. This can go mid, but this can also go
Okay,
support.
but bear in mind,
with Senna,
the combinations here, this is 3 flex picks. Maokai can be support.
Okay, a little bit of context. So day before this, day prior to this, we played with Caps in solo queue. He was laning against Nemesis pick and Hwei, so it's pretty cool. I was hovering it, and I was being AFK, and he asked me to swap, and we swapped positions, and he picks fucking Hwei. He yoinked my champ. We lost. He didn't really perform that well, but I was interested to see actually somebody pick it instead of me. So yeah, Nemesis played that game phenomenally, but I digress. And he was practicing it obviously because they want to build it into comps, because Hwei in competitive is going to become a very, very standard pick from now on. You can mark my words on that. So yeah, let's see it.
But Maokai can be jungle, Senna can be AD carry, or it can be support.
Right.
Hwei can be mid lane, or it can be support.
Holy moly.
So we don't really know what G2's cooking with their draft.
Very, very
right now. They
powerful
have a lot of
draft.
Options. My speculation would be that this is a Senna AD carry with Hwei support with Maokai jungle. That's my guess right now. But truth be told, it could be any sort of combination.
let's see what Giant X think first of all. The Nar gets locked in, by the way. A more standardized looking draft with less question marks from the red-sided team. But now it's just about what they start banning away, because it'll give them an idea, or at least us an idea, of what they expect everything to be.
For those that don't remember, last week Odoamne had a stellar performance on his Nar.
Got them through against Rogue, right?
Exactly right. It's a very comfortable.
Okay, let's see what they draft into it. Nico, Hwei, Nautilus bans. Alistar.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, Alistar is kind of a good band here. He does kind of break their comp. Yuumi is like the old school Yuumi Xin back when it was like immortal, right? You would put Yuumi on Xin, Xin would engage, it could become invincible, and you just win the fights. But the blue team side here, or blue team comp, has just so much reach, so much control, that I don't know, if they play it flawlessly, it's very difficult to see them lose.
Someone gets real. Have clear anything up.
Crazy engage in Yasuo.
Old school counter into the Nar.
Very true. And then we got
Yeah, the flexes allow them to control the draft.
Alright,
I mean,
you
so
got a lot of work to do.
Ari did get buffed on 14-2. She had her
Ari can
ego
just win early a
reduced
little
because
bit.
It's quite hard to find nice haste.
But then again,
on Ari
it really
build
depends
right
what
now.
you're running. You can play more for lane, you can play more for team
Giant X, they
fight.
have a great pick composition. It's pretty good at skirmishing. I think in the early to mid game when you have Xin Zhao, Ari, you have a very
Rate the draft
easy-
for Hwei, it's phenomenal. Like he's got deep synergy with Senna. They're both controlling completely. You have double tank, double engage setup, and just as long as you don't die as Hwei here, the game is yours. You control it. Enemies can't really burst your team. They also have like lower damage dealers. Nobody's like crazy burst or crazy shred. So it's close to the dream comp, right? You're just gonna be raining hellfire on them, orbital strikes all day long.
Mid jungle to play through, and we heard the devs talking about it. Mid jungle, I think, is
It's just draft
more
Kingdom,
because of
really.
how much impact that bot side of the map.
Their
And we
team
talked
fight
about
is
that last
phenomenal.
week. Giant
Opinion
X
about Smolder, I think is really good, really strong.
decided on a very safe bot side of the map.
He's a
Really
scaler that
very
doesn't get
real
punished that
risk
well,
of
so
dives. You've always got to be careful of that.
I said this
Of
like
that
when he
level
came
3
out.
full
He's a
to
better
one
Aurelion
side
Soul.
into early pressure.
Similar design idea,
So
just
by
better.
going for the Ezreal Yumi, they've clearly chosen to take a little bit of a step back.
Okay, let's see the level 1.
Split by
Standard.
far. His Blitzcrank has been incredible. I mean, Ignar, we remember.
Good morning, Vanny. What's up, buddy?
Very true. I'm excited.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is one interesting thing. And as I said, he can play for lane, right? Like, there's a lot of different things that I do that make it super greedy in terms of my playstyle. I will play a bit more scaling, like with the triple tonic. I'll play like... I will not be focusing on laning phase this much. Now, as we talk competitive, obviously, again, it really revolves a lot about the lane. So, Ahri is an interesting choice. This is, I think, primarily taken with the idea for lane. Because if you play lane, your comet misses against Ahri W always. If she's doing the W or dashes, your comet always misses. But it also has, again, multiple layers to it. Secondly, ever since all the runes got horribly nerfed, Ahri was the big winner off of that, because the base damage matters a lot more than the scaling damage right now. And Ahri's like super consistent. And then there's a third layer of why this works. Ahri is super continuous. You can spam it in fights. It's shorter cooldown, which means you are playing this control, and you will have more than enough chances to actually proc it and re-proc it as you're controlling enemies. I expect to see a lot of QWs from him and EWs to control and poke. Well, if his team does everything right, probably won't need that many EWs, but he can still use it to funnel and control enemies. So yeah, this is going to give him, like, with the biscuits, it's going to get him free laning phase. And this is competitive, so he's running TP, I imagine, not Ghost.
See what they can do. Alright, so Yumi back on the Rift. Obviously not a fan favorite.
Because you need that force reset.
Strong scaling
Yep, it is
champion.
TP.
I think it complements a lot of champions on the side of Giant.
To be fair, like, I still think, even in this type of game, even if it is competitive, it would put strain on his team, obviously, to go something like Ghost. But I think Ghost in mid to late game would make him immortal. I think he would never die against this comp with Ghost, and he would just win the game solo. Like, his team is going to be doing the things, and he's going to just... As long as he lives, he wins the game. So Ghost would scale phenomenally mid to late game.
As well, in particular the Xin Zhao. When you go for an engage, having a Yumi on top of you provides that extra utility, that extra defense as well. The heals, the sustain can be very, very valuable. But also
Patrick!
nicely with an
They got
Ezreal,
Patrick
which is a lot of
Psycho.
long-range poke, and also a lot of safety in these team fights. But there's a lot of utility on the side of G2. This Maokai ultimate, this Rel ultimate. These two frontliners and supports get way more gold now, which means they're seeing
fake
a lot
Q.
more damage supports.
Also, notice he's not using
Can actually
skin.
Get that first or even second damage item on top of things.
Notice how Caps is not using the skin, and people call the skin pay to win. I don't know if it's disabled. Is it disabled in competitive? Can someone confirm?
Supports these engage ones. Oh, they get so tanky. Right, like early frozen hard is a very cheap investment that gives you a lot of utility in front line. It's 2400. It was 23 before it got nerfed a little bit. Okay. So it's a very low cost item.
Is broke? Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, we look at these early paths. We can see it's going to be Yike doing a full clear towards his bot side. A ward was dropped from the side of Giant X towards his Raptors, so they should spot him out there. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map,
Oh
getting
my
the same
God.
information onto Peach. they know that he's doing a full top
Ha,
side. So
what a great trade. He walks up and outtrades an electrocute laner. Holy moly. He goes behind the wave with the W. His W is obviously going to provide like 100 extra damage on this trade if he gets all three.
know that he's doing a full
He did that, guarantees the passive proc. He just outright wins. He got level 2 before. How did Ari lose level 2? Wait, what? Jackie's misplayed this early so horribly then. There are two options with Ari here. You either start W and you walk up every time and just outtrade Caps, which he can kind of fight back with the Q, or you get Q and you shove faster than him and you get level 2 faster. Ari is a lane bully. She's not supposed to get destroyed like this.
We had a lot of fun.
We cast the first way. I didn't even bring up the cheat sheet again, you know, with the 10 different abilities.
Do you know all of the ability names?
Severing Bolt.
Nice.
Devastating Fire is
That's
the QQ.
Yeah, the QQ.
God, we're doing this again.
I don't know any of the names.
Nice.
And then...
I just realized I don't know any of the names.
Harbor's Orb.
That's fine, that's fine. As the game goes on, I'm sure they'll...
Yeah, he's just getting free S laning phase. Like he's letting him
Scaling mage.
push.
He has some crazy damage in the late game.
Yeah.
I think one of his biggest weaknesses is he doesn't have the most mobility if he gets ganked, especially against champions.
Oh, the Hwei abilities. I don't think I know the names.
In a lot of danger, but at the same time, if you're playing well, you have a lot of tools to get out of some sticky situations. The EQ combo, the fear that he can
Bro,
apply.
he lands a QEEE.
You, hit him with the
Jackie's
E,
is just
E,
horribly
then you
trading
also have
this.
the WE,
He's
and
gonna
then
go
the
QW.
QE, so it's
Oh my god!
With the passive. You know, last time we cast Hwei, you spent the first 2 minutes
Nah, man.
showing us how much you know of this champion.
I mean, it's
A lot of our
the
bomber.
best way that you utilize this champ in the early game is really taking advantage of that passive.
He's trying with the EW. If that EW was placed better, that could lead to a potential kill with the QW.
Jackie's Ari's wave clear early on is not that strong, but here comes Peach.
We talked about
He's
his
baiting a
aggression.
little
What
bit.
can he do?
You see his movement?
Back up, though. All you need to see is
A
flee
little
on
bit
in
late
and
on the
rather.
rail though. They
Fear
can't
is
win this
there, out of
anymore.
range from the spear. Yikes, taking the
He was
damage.
trying to bait, but a
Can't
bit.
help out much yet to save his mid
Okay,
lane.
that was just.
Caps has got back up, though.
That was
Ari's wave clear early
criminal.
on is not that strong, but here comes
So. He wasn't trying to bait. He just got blocked by a
About
minion.
his aggression. What can he do? Caps has got back up.
Yeah, Yike trolled this. Like came in late. Like did the. He did the stun to nothing. Yeah, like literally saved the mid. Caps was winning mid so hard, and this got. Oh, that's criminal.
Is this mid jungle?
Criminal.
To provide cover. I feel like Caps was pretty safe, but then
Jackie's didn't even do anything. It's just.
very disconnected from his mid laner. And Giant X are there to punish. Great job from Peach and Jackie.
That's so
And
unfortunate.
Jackie's, who was in a struggling 1v1 matchup, now gets himself double buffs.
Yep.
And he can now push out this wave and get a comfortable map.
Double buff, lane recovery, free fucking reset, gold advantage. He's got everything, man.
It's been few and far between. I think that's what makes Giant X such a fun team to watch, but also concerning if you're a fan at the moment. You never know who's going to step up.
Okay.
You never know who may be lacking. The team's got a lot of development to make do, and especially with some of the names, you know it can happen, especially with Patrick and Ignar in the bottom lane, especially with Odo. We've highlighted Peach. Jackie's just like that missing piece that could actually turn them into a 4th, 5th place team, maybe even higher, depending on how far they'll go. But at least opening up here in this series.
Look, jungle CS. I mean, Xin is gonna beat Rel in CS, but Rel's supposed to be more team fight, gank oriented.
Remember, Hwei does not have mobility. That dude is stuck where he stands unless he puts a puddle down and starts running on it, and some reason that gives him movement speed.
Okay, this is why we have to run teleport in competitive, because essentially like one wrong play like this could have this would have locked Caps out of the game essentially if he wasn't running
Like what
TP.
Peach has done.
That one
We
mistake
talked
from
about it,
Yike.
Before we got into draft, I think this man was so instrumental in their 3rd week of the LEC when they were able to get those 2 very important wins. They did fall short to G2 just last week, but
Like
overall,
the only way.
I think that this man in the jungle.
The only
is
way for
so
G2
much
to lose
better.
this game is if
What we often
Peach
see
gets
is
so damn
that
fed on
ball,
Xin.
Sometimes their objective setup isn't the strongest, and sometimes they take.
Yeah, so far I like the
optimal
choices
for them,
with abilities on Hwei.
that's why
Because the
teams-
most Hweis when I see right now, it's still like way too early, and even I mess up abilities a lot. But like mostly when I'm watching people, I feel like they're misusing or like using wrong abilities.
to punish them. But we'll see what they've been able to work on with this week to prepare.
Go still good sub 2 for TP. Oh, it's phenomenal in solo queue.
Getting some nice trades coming out.
It's just in competitive, it's kind of mandatory.
With the red buff, the level advantage as well.
Trading with the shield nicely. He does have like mana because he came back and the cookies.
Cap's now hitting level 6 and Jackie's already.
Also, note that he started Alternator. He instantly ran Alternator, which Alternator has super powerful synergy with Hwei because it does you a little bit of damage on the chunk, adds on top of the initial damage, which forces enemies to become lower, and the lower they are, they take more damage from your QW, and it synergizes with your QW execution as well. So Alternator is one of the best items you can get, but he's just betting that he's gonna manage mana correctly. Also, that means he's either gonna be doing like some either late tier setup, or he's gonna be going Ludens.
Looking for a bit of a roam. Seeing what information
And Ludens does make sense with Aerie. It could be alright. Especially because he has plenty of setup. And it is competitive, you don't need that like malignant full spam, because your team is not going to fight randomly when you don't have ult. You can communicate.
No big discrepancy, no big lead down there. And you can say the same about any lane except for mid due to that kill.
Hey, Cuddler. Thanks, man. Not at the moment. We don't need an editor. But I appreciate it. Pause. Okay, early Infernal. Can lose. No need to flip lose game here. Hyperbole! Happy anniversary, yo! Thank you so much for 2 years. Really appreciate it. Mickey's just fucking around with him. They cannot contest this.
Overall, a fair trade. Grub secured by G2. First Dragon secured by Giant X.
Solid farm in mid so far. It's bold to not go Lost Chapter early on Hwei, because you'll lose a lot of mana and control. You're dependent on W3 spam all the time. Zoning away.
Broken Blade could be a thorn in the side. It's a big if though, as he starts hitting onto Odoamne. His laning phase this split hasn't been so great. Like a lot of people were like, oh, maybe we'd put Broken Blade in our top tier list. I would not.
Oh, you would?
I would not. I would not.
I think he's definitely in the conversation.
He can be in the conversation, but I don't think he beats people like Irrelevant Adam.
Well, I mean, that's the big debate. I was having that debate earlier. But I mean, I think that Broken Blade has definitely had some high highs, especially when I think back last week to their series versus Giant.
I like that. Okay, so here, the lane dynamic here is, and Caps is abusing this very well. Because the lane dynamic is, Hwei can hit through the wave reasonably well, because he initiates with EE. And then he's going to land guaranteed QW after, with the W3 and passive proc, and so much damage. While Jackies can only land Q and a little bit of W, but to do W, you're still going to get grabbed. For Jackies could go all in and go for like, go for the E in Charm, but Caps is just betting that he's not going to do it, and he keeps overforcing and just bullying him out of lane. So this is pretty good. He's using E also to zone him.
Definitely had some high highs, especially when I think back last week to their
Alternator Rush is crazy. It's very aggressive. I respect it. Especially after that like early laning phase, you would think he would opt in for consistency instead of this rush, but he's like, okay.
It's one of those things where it's always hard.
But I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it's not like there's gonna be team fights right now, but the whole idea of this comp is like, if Hwei has damage, they win. If he doesn't, they don't win.
Their like identity, figuring out how they want to play, and then it's these best of threes, these playoffs where we really get to see teams shine. And I think that like players like Nuke, for example, really stand out because of that consistency that they've shown throughout the split. I'm curious as to what we're going to see this time.
Oh, okay.
Me too. Mickey jumps on in for it.
Tough. Yeah, that ult is just very, very rough. Ideally, you wait with that because you have so much setup in your comp. Okay, forces flash. Yep, that's that limited playstyle with lack of mana. Everything has to click, everything has to land.
Jackie picks up another kill. Big mistake by G2.
Giant X really
yeah, on support, Alternator Rush is crazy good. Oh, that Q is gonna cost him. He's gonna lose so much control on this wave. Interrupted Ignore.
Walk this way out, but I mean, Jackie's is just gonna be all over the map at this point.
2-0.
Oh, alright, he got info. They told him from bot lane. Start moving earlier.
You just look at this comp, you're like, yeah, a lot of utility, a lot of front to back. Like, there's a really strong front line.
Good control of the mana.
They're nothing really but paper to his Xin Zhao. That man does not care. He is so strong in these early skirmishes.
Honestly, luckily Ari's picking up the kills.
which means that he wasn't
If Zin and Ezreal get
Three
fed
was
here,
so
like
strong
this can
now.
be rough for
And,
G2.
Giant X taking full advantage of that. Off to a great start.
I don't think Ari has much impact
1.5k
except like
goldie.
supportive
Patrick
in this
suffering
type
a
of game,
little
unless
bit
she's
here,
like
doing
10-0.
alright.
What happens to G2's bottom lane? No, Ignar's been
Ignar?
found out a person.
Hello?
Cat needs a friend, but won't
Oh
find
my
one.
god, that's the worst thing he could
Gotta
have
fight
done.
a little bit.
Why is he... What? So Yumi stays so long in mid. Instead of Recall going bot, he's walking down bot.
Nearly 1.5k goldie. Patrick suffering
Yike
a
plays
little
this
bit
really
here,
well.
doing alright.
What happens to G2's bottom lane? No, Ignar's been found out without a person. That cat needs a friend, but won't find one. Caps picks up the kill. Ignar caught in rotation.
Kill on Hwei? That's
They
just
can't see Dragon and the top
so
lane
bad
free.
for them.
There's 2 minutes till that comes up, so it's not going to lead to anything yet. But for G2,
Unreal.
a pick like that felt like a free cigar.
Yeah, I mean, Ignar making a small mistake of his own, wandering through the river.
This is a big
Always
mistake.
The old adage back in the day, season 2, season 3, always ward with a friend, you know?
Yeah.
And Ignar on Yumi, that statement is ever more important.
Oh yeah, you had a flash though. That's rough. I mean, a good pick out.
You don't see Ezreal in the Western Leagues?
The one we're just highlighting, Jackie,
I think here, if
Jackie,
Ezreal's fed, they
Jackie,
can break their
that's
comp
first
with
item.
Yumi.
Caps has been
It's all
out
about the team and synergy.
So we're
And the
still wondering
synergies here are
if
Yumi and Ezreal, Yumi and Zin. One of those hyper carries gets fed and they can break the tanks before tanks get a chance to fire back.
with those heavy ganks. It's a good thing for G2.
But if your tanks, if your Zin can't engage without getting instantly like stunned and obliterated, then it's like your comp falls apart. Or if Ezreal doesn't do enough damage, you can't break through the tanks.
Everyone now. See the Yomu's Ghostblade also picked up for Hans.
He's got already loot and like
On the top
he
side.
got salvaged
This first
completely.
item not quite yet completed, but Broken Blade having a
Caps
very
is back.
meaningful laning phase.
Yep.
Back in the day, it was considered an old school counter. You can win wall the return of the boomerang, which then puts it on a very long cooldown. Also, with so much mobility, it can just be very easy to close the gap against an R, while also just being able to kind of get a free laning phase, giving the freedom for Yasuo to just scale up and then be this.
I don't know what is
massive
this like
side
though,
lane
Yumi
terror,
Ezreal kind of
as he
pair up.
often can be.
Like Ezreal is the character that can survive lane very often 1v2 and hold his own, but Yumi's not a roamer, she's like the anti-roamer. She wants to be near the AD carry at all times, which kind of wastes that support potential because, well, your support is glued to your AD carry. So I mean, she can kind of latch onto the jungler and probably play with that, but
But for the time being, he's just kind of forced to.
that prompted that Ignar mistake because he's roaming a lot because Ezreal's self-sufficient, but very roaming too. As a cat with no flash, you die.
Be a little bit ahead of the curve. To push the Yasuo and
He's a stray cat.
Otherwise you sweep through him and you're actually okay.
Those mechanics are too nuanced for me, my friend.
That's
I mean,
okay.
we'll have to wait and find out because
Double check that.
my
for me.
experience on the Yasuo Gnar
Whoa,
matchup is.
last breath comes through. Odo takes a bit of damage. I'll tell you what's not nuanced. Watching a Yasuo press the R button.
Oh, Yike, here he comes.
It sets up for Yike to come through now. No Yasuo. Oh, we just established that. The flash away for a shadow.
Okay,
shot.
good
Odo
flash.
playing as well. There's a center ulti up as well.
Odo is playing this really well.
Very well done.
Good
Yike's
defense.
Gonna take another turret shot, and Odo brushed that off the shoulder.
Very well
What
played.
the hell?
A bit of danger here.
Ulti dodged away from.
Yeah, that ult is just... Ult has to be like followed after EE.
Orb deception comes through, and he dodges away from
Okay.
James once again. Mid gets
Nice
the
try.
Sonic Severing Bolt also.
Spicy mid lane, man. Spicy
Gonna
fights.
continue with the top side grabs
Such a good
Big
EW.
moves up, flashes for Cavs, but the angle's not right.
Such a good
Cavs gets
EW.
away with
I
it
like
without burning
not
gold
flashing
for
that,
G2
crazy.
Preston. Now have to find
Crazy
the
to not flash it in
bring out
competitive.
the Yike looking for the 1 HP grub. No one touches it. G2 gets 6 at the cost of Yike's life.
All right, a lot of skirmishing going on around
Caps
the map.
pulling
The
big
dive
advantage
tried to
there.
happen in the top lane. Odoamne navigates his way through that one and gets away with his life. Meanwhile, Giant X cross map.
Also, Ari is misplaying this a lot. Like, she's getting manhandled by Hwei, like,
Back and forth, a very close exchange.
especially when I
Doesn't
hit.
result in either one going down, but an opportunity for Peach as he tried to flash in onto Caps to secure that kill. While Caps does get away, unfortunately,
Like, she had chances there to turn on him. She just didn't do it properly.
Options to get out after securing the grubs. He does get his team all 6 though.
The fact that you can't leverage 3 dashes plus flash against the one threatening ult, it's kind of rough.
So he's going to close that goal gap that was starting to build in favor of Broken Blade towards the top side.
The game hasn't been established here in this early game. There's been back and forth. There's again, as you were saying, that objective topside taken, couple of dragons for GX. We haven't had that definitive fight. We haven't had someone run away with it yet. we've got mid laners who are what you would say quite strong.
How do more reliably land R? Only after E? After E is pretty much guaranteed. Enemies have like way shorter time span to act. After EQ is guaranteed, but EQ is very difficult to land. The most reliable one is though for your teammates, really. Or like blind at like out of vision, so.
Which means that with the fact
Those are the reliable
that
ones.
2 dragons secured, the 3rd dragon is going to become a big point of contest. So in an ideal world, they can either force G2 into an early
And he's in luck here. He's got a bunch of teammates. You can set him up. So the ult could be devastating.
The soul, which is the ocean one, right? A very nice soul to have.
But yeah, if Hwei picks up like 1 or 2 more kills, this game's gonna go boom very rapidly. Because then they're just gonna, like, on groups, they're just gonna start devastating. Ignar?
You're joking, not again. In the meantime, Ignar is caught.
This feels like solo queue and abusing like one. Ah, they try to donate it to Hwei. Oh, there it is. That's just, he's just solo losing the game. Like, people are accusing like Odin and the other guy for win trading. This right here, Ignar, what are you doing? Like, I think they just saw him missing on the map, and they were like, get him, go in the jungle deep. Blue buff and a kill on Hwei.
Yeah, he thought that he would take the safer route this time through his jungle, but his jungle wasn't even safe. He gets caught out once, while another kill donated.
Rotating in the weak side randomly with no flash again.
I mean, he's going to be pretty happy about that, considering how favorably the laning went for Jackies.
Yep.
Cat's picking himself up 2 kills. The goal difference, 123 between the 2 mid laners.
That lane didn't go favorably for Jackies. He got rescued. Accidentally rescued. And then the laning phase still didn't go his way with the advantage.
But definitely an advantage nonetheless.
Ari is supposed to be threatening a kill or setting up and playing aggressive with the jungler here. If Hwei gets out of the laning phase in an equal manner like he is right now, that's winning for Hwei.
We know what Senna does. 35 stacks, by the way, guys. If you really peek in, 35 on the center. And just talking about those scaling elements, an item apiece for solo laners. Broken Blade also has a Kraken now. Being matched with
No, the Ligma, I explained this. The Malignant's superiority is basically in lowering the ult cooldown and making your ult more devastating. These are both things that are less necessary in competitive. In competitive, more emphasis is on that initial fight, because initial fight is going to completely, like, win or lose. Because in what happens in competitive is like you make like 4 flashes on one target, you obliterate it. If you don't, it's a messed up fight. If you do, you're 5v4 and you go Baron. That's how competitive works. In solo queue, your teammates will not wait for your ult cooldown. They will fight randomly. So having shorter cooldown has superb value in terms of game consistency for you. And your ult being more devastating with that also like turns the tides of a lot of fights, which is just again like what you kind of want. So yeah. That's why Malignance, in my opinion, tends to outvalue. Even if not outright in terms of like nuke damage, it probably does in terms of consistency. Because consistency in solo queue is key. Here, there's going to come in again. I don't have ult. They're not going to engage. They're going to fight. In solo queue, your ult is like 6 seconds. Your team's going to lose the game on that shit. They don't care.
1702 is the next dragon coming up. Ocean Soul this time as well.
Well, I'm impressed that you're keeping track of all those dragons.
You also did just say to help us out too. It's almost like we have someone helping me.
No.
I remember.
Yeah, you just remember. It's impressive, the calculations that you made.
Isn't it just? Peach comes in for a partial engage. Doesn't connect though.
Okay, whatever blue team does, they should just not fight without Hwei, and they should look to 5v5 dragons with Hwei. As soon as they're there, they can play a Maokai ult, and they're insane.
TP available. Wards slowly being invested from either side. G2 have great control.
Okay, what does Hwei buy now? Let's see. Another alternator? Boots completed. Alternator, let's go. That's the synergy. That's the initial impact nuke. That's what you want to do.
He knows exactly what to do, and that'll open up mid. Going the right
and the alternator rush is also very good because it's got like different ideas with it. You can go Shadow Flame if you fall into good money, or you have a cheaper option.
He drifts once. Oh my god. The second drift. Oh. Wait, but that
You have a cheaper option, which is Horizon, and that's just utility and extra damage as well.
You gotta respect a man who's willing to take that challenge.
Okay, here's the dragon fight. This is gonna be big. I expect G2 to contest this. Look at the control here. Look at that. QW lands. Okay, EQ Fear has to flash. I think he made a good fight. Where's the ult though? Did Hwei not ult or what? Oh, there it is. He waited for a guaranteed combo.
Does it bring it back? Well, Broken Blade seems to think so. He's picked
Yep.
up a double while Otto is zoned off because his team.
Yeah, as soon as they didn't blow him up immediately.
Well, now it's G2 that have to claw back that control.
Caps is playing on the razor's edge right here to get the extra poke. And here, because he primed up the knock-up, and nobody was there to follow up the knock-up. Jackie's wasn't in time to charm off the knock-up. As soon as he gets the Fear Flash, it's over. Like, blue team won this. Like, straight up. They straight up won this because they failed to blow him up. And at this point, he's going to do so much, and he's untouchable. And he's got a bunch of setup CC. So they're communicating, they're waiting, like, I'm assuming Yike is shouting, like, I'm going to pull him, he pulls them, and then you get the ult guarantee. That's the synergy. Yasuo and
He picked up a double while Otto is zoned off because his team just got exploded. Broken Blade back here again.
And look at what Caps is doing, just spamming QW, which are pretty much guaranteed. Because they're out of, like, out of their screen.
G2, they're able to turn this fight.
Yeah, and Broken Blade is really good. He's always consistently good.
Very promising, but the moment that Yike re-engage came through, G2 is able to clean up the fight. Now you're going to start to see the scaling threats that is this G2 composition. TP coming in from Giant X.
Patrick trying to steal. It is secured though, hard against the
Okay.
rail. Hex flashes out over the wall.
Good play.
And Patrick gets rooted up on the back end. Dragon goes over, fight goes over, Gold League goes over.
Massive
Again,
fight.
as you mentioned, it's that G2 re-engage that changed the play.
So Broken Blade is sitting bot lane. Giant X say, you know what, we can actually force a fight here.
Yeah, I don't understand, again, Jackie. Why is Jackie so far away? He's got ult, he doesn't have flash.
Goes over, Gold League goes over. And watch again, as you mentioned, it's that G2 re-engage.
Like, usually you're gonna see this kind of pattern in their team fight. You're gonna have Peach going in with Yumi on the top of the head, but like, Ahri needs to be for the pickoff. If pickoff fails, their fight falls apart.
That changed the play.
So Broken Blade is
See how Ahri's like so deep in. It's really, I don't think this ward even spots Ahri here. I think there's just Caps landing a blind one, or somewhat blind. He probably got a glimpse earlier. So he lands the blind, and Jackie's like falls so far behind, and the Ahri kind of tells him where he is.
say, you know what, we can actually force a fight here. Nice engage onto Caps.
And if Ahri can't chain it in, it's over.
This Maokai ultimate creates so much space for G2 to reset. Now Hansam is safely on the back line.
Oh, there was a sapling? Oh, yeah.
Engage from Yike.
That's how we landed the QW. Yeah, my bad.
Along with the ultimate from the Yasuo as well, just sets up for an incredible wombo combo that swings the fight heavily in the favor of G2. Giant X are forced to run away, and Broken Blade picks himself up another kill. You already highlighted 3-0-0 now for the Yasuo. And we talked about how this is the kind of window that
Clap.
Giant X wanted to take advantage of. But G2, they navigated.
That's Dragon also extends the game.
The scaling element. Senna is only going to continue to ramp up. You can see on her champion portrait, her the small icon, that small number indicates the number of souls that she has. Relatively low for the time being.
It's actually quite low, yeah.
But that's going to continue to ramp up. Caps in the mid lane also going to get stronger. Hwei scales incredibly well. He's going to do a huge amount of damage.
I like how they're like, this is only competitive things, I swear. Like, this is in solo queue, like you would get Doe dead as Hwei and you'd get flamed. But because this is competitive, you have Mickey hovering and shadowing Caps, booting enemy jungler out of there and allowing him to farm in this lane. Because this is one of the weakest points that Hwei can be in. Right, you're playing on the weak side, you have to extend to get farm against Ahri, and you have no flash. So if you can survive this area up until the next team fight with the flash up, like, they just win the game. And they're covering very well, so you can absorb CS. It's a minor thing, and it's like a given for pro players, but like when you see it here, it's like day and night between solo queue and competitive. Because solo queue, like, support would never do that. Almost never, because the reward of that is near invisible, right? Hey, Nixa, buddy. Welcome back. Thanks half a year, buddy. Let's go. Sup, man? Appreciate it, buddy.
It's just from that one fight, Broken Blade has now been unleashed. And we were talking about a man that had some games that made us question where he sits in the top laners of the LEC. It's nice to see him enter playoffs in a very big way.
Baron.
Kind of shut us up for a second as Baron spawns.
So cool.
On a side note, we are getting to IE second here for the Yasuo as well. Just picked up in the base. Oh, the cat's going to have to run farther to reach the other cat. Wait, are they family?
No, it's alpaca with that skin.
Oh, is it?
It's the
It's an alpaca.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No,
'Cause
I
it's
thought they were cats.
No, well, I mean, they can be in
Right.
the meow skin, but this is the world skin. So because it's for it wasn't Kyoshik, it was. I'm trying
not
to
gonna
remember,
help
but it's
you
the
'cause
DRX skins. It's the DRX skins. So you have mini alpacas in the Maokai. I forget who the skin is for.
I can't help you, but I can't even remember my own name most mornings, man.
Yeah, those are small alpacas.
Boom.
Ah,
It was indeed Pyosik. We almost died. You guys didn't hear that at home, but look, at the very
Beautiful
least,
control. Again, Mickey shadowing Caps, covering the weakness. They're looking for a dive. Good fear. Lands the ult off and movement speed to back out. Pure control. And now they have potential to re-engage. They don't have to kill anyone here as long as they chase them. He misses one. He's gonna land. Oh, he goes EW. Yeah, they're getting tier 2 in the boot, so they just have to not die here. They're misplaying this a little bit, but doesn't really matter.
the dance continues back and forth. Broken Blade continues to push on bot lane. Mickey
They're trying to waste their time without dying. Oh my god, Mickey. Mickey, he lives. Rel a bit too early. Broken Blade couldn't ult. And they still win. Chase. Boom. You gotta love the chase. You gotta love the chase. So good. Mickey was just like, I don't know, he's smurfing here. He's playing such good control. Plays just far enough to extend the fight for so long, to guarantee it, but doesn't even die, and jukes the Ezreal Q. Incredible. Incredible play. Like, they kind of misplay this. This chase should have gone way, way better there, Hwei. They kind of fucked up the Maokai ult. They couldn't chain in. They didn't have, like, clean CC and synergy. They had to pull back. The TP's ready to come in. And then Mickey just pulls off this fucking turnaround. Goes there, jukes it, boom. Fully utilizing their range to stay well out of harm's way. And I mean, that damage is so good. Got that kill on the Peach. The QW just has such a long range, it's so difficult to escape from it. And we got Horizon. We got Horizon on Hwei. In the thick of things with that front line that's engaging, it's Broken Blades. You have multiple sources of threat that Giant have to navigate. Awesome. Shadow Flame would be better in terms of damage. But Horizon is more utility. It really depends on how much gold you have. I'm assuming it was pressed on with gold to buy this specifically because, well, you want to fight Dragon. Yeah, and this is where the comp breaks apart. If Xin with Yuumi cannot beat Bortle and just melts, like the fight's over. Like you have no Vincons. There are no Vincons here for GX. Look at that. And like, now Cap's gonna chain in, boom. And one more of those and you're completely out of the fight, and you can't ever fight.
I mean, not a lot is the truth.
Oh, they can chase! They can chase! The positioning is very conditional right here. The positioning is conditional in a way where if you're just slightly overextended, they can abort the dragon and spam WQ and then just spam QW then. And like, energy's gonna land a lot. One more. Look at that. WQ, ult, QW. And then if you juke backwards, you can, but you walk into the team. And now he calls, the call is Baron instead of Dragon. So cool. What is Cap doing? Oh! He's gotta do EE. What? Wait, why didn't... Wait, could Ignar not jump? Could Ignar not jump on a teammate? I thought Caps had to do EE to interrupt and then he can go for execute.
A frustrating game for Giant X.
What? What? I thought Yuumi was just gonna jump and it's fine.
I did not expect that. He's got Horizon focus. That's probably something to do with it.
We talk about the Yasuo score.
Damn.
6-0-5 for Caps. He's been involved in 11 of the team's 12 kills. Same for Hansama.
Crazy. No, before she was
I
rooted.
mean, yeah,
It wasn't you.
Like the EW takes time.
That cat is dead.
I mean, it's crazy that they just kept chasing this play. Jackie's did have.
You can only chase it because of
He
Hwei.
could walk out of range of it, but then the
Hwei
Malphite
chase
took
makes it
two.
so possible, and it changes the whole dynamic of the game.
Giants needed to take
Your
advantage of
positioning
that
is
strong
very
start.
difficult.
They needed to find a way to use this
Like
Ahri and
the
sit
fact
down.
Caps knew Ignar was gonna troll here and do a bad recall. Kinda insane.
Skirmishes, these 2v2s, these 3v3s, and snowballing from there.